bone it, biggie, biggie. It's 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 bone it, biggie, biggie. Ride, let's ride, let's ride, let's ride. Get high, get high, get high. Let's ride, let's ride, let's ride, let's ride. Get high, get high. This is a late high. It's bone it, biggie, biggie. 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 It's bone it, biggie, biggie.
Dangerous, ain't too many can bang with us. Straight up, we no angel dust. Label us notorious. Thug ass niggas that love the bus. It's strange to us, y'all niggas be scrambling, gambling. I'm restaurants with mandolins and violins. We just sitting here trying to win, trying not to sin. High off weed and lots of gin. So much smoke, need oxygen. Steadily counting them Benjamins. Nigga, you should too, if you knew what this game would do to you. Been in this shit since 92. Look at all the bullshit I've been through. So-called beef with you know who. Fucked a few female stars or two. Then I'm blue like niggas blue like Mike. Shit, not to be fucked with. Motherfucker better duck quick. Cause me and my dogs love the buck shit. Fuck the luck shit, strictly aim. No aspirations to quit the game. Spit your game, talk your shit, grab your gat, call your clip, squeeze your clip, hit the right one. Pass that weed, I got to like one. All them niggas, I got to fight one. All them hoes, I got to like one. Our situation is a tight one. What you gonna do? Fight or run? Seems to me that you take the bone and big, nigga die slowly. I'ma tell you like a nigga told me. Cash roll everything around me. Shit, lyrically, niggas can't see me. Fuck it, buy the coke, cook the coke, cut it. Know the bitch before you call yourself loving it. Nigga with a bench fucking it. Doesn't it seem hard to you? Big come through with mouths and crews. Good fellas down to the most of dude. Who's the killer? Me or you?
We forgive you, for you know not what you do.
7 a.m. woke in the morning with Henny, caffeine, and green, and nicotine. No dose, so pop a couple of dope that I ripped up. Nigga, Mr. Clean, make it clean. Deep in my temple, and I do get sentimentally stained with my instrumentality. And heated, especially for your team in the 45. And D will be in between the scenes. Destroy your dreams, you willing to die. We'll see. How many feet when it calls the scene? We mean mug, mo, trying to be perfect. Disciples with it, survival, tongue of a double-edged sword. Triple, 6 rivals spitting fire. This the real true bitch. Breaking down for lies, my massage. Better be ready for Armageddon. Shit's expired. It's wild, bless the child. That when I became a man, put in positions I would have been. All that I had to do was stay. Test me now. Contend, never else I run, no pretend. Pick up my pen and my hand. None of my trusted friend. Hey, open the left, see it for real. We all suited, beg my pardon in the morning. Maybe we ain't marching, we shooting in there, recruiting. There's the football.
Yo. Make sure you hit the thumbs up because YouTube really cares, even if your boy does not.
But I'm broke as fuck, and give me that mouse verse work. Up into my bag, cause I gotta get my mask and shells to put in this 12 gauge. So don't get them all off, nigga, y'all lost, nigga, all off, get a nigga count off. But the bottom, I left the fist swimming and thinking the good. And the more I'm pulling and nuts. And bitch, if you're slipping with bucking, I'm good, that's fucked up. Now let me get done with the crime, gotta go purchase a dime. Put in the state to get done with the crime. Smoking the reaper to ease my mind. Swig some wine, step on the block with the rocks, but really me staring them dumb and see. Get the fuck up on down if it come back talking like, give me back my money. Thugging with me, killers need us a leader, but liquor, but niggas ain't got shit. But it's all about popcorn, so they get pissed off now. Who ready to get back? Nigga like me, feeling for them 3 leagues, but I ain't got no dough. Gotta make some money, so I'm making my dummy rocks if I go broke.
It's bone it, biggie, biggie. 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 Let's ride, let's ride, let's ride. Get high, get high, get high. Come on, let's ride, let's ride, let's ride, let's ride. Get high, get high, get high.
Yeah, little light hat coming in the form of scripture. Finna get you and hit you with magic. Dropping down legs, but I call it my gadgets. With an automatic status, we spread down a loaded glass. But I'm thinking now, it's a another E-force telling me to do what I gotta do. So I up my pipe and nigga down tonight. And I'm always running for the boys in blue. Biggie boots on my ass now. Go out the cellular phone, the car bone was hiding. Grab artillery, niggas start packing. Cause a motherfucker try to get me in the jacket. And I did him. Hit him right between the eyes. Spot was wide. Wanted to test a nigga size that it cost him. Nigga fuck around with the wrong shit. Y'all getting more murdered all day, all day. We done played away and I'm on the run. I'ma call my boys to bring all the guns. Y'all niggas wanna have a little fun with number one. But it red, red, rum, 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 rum. But it red, red, rum, 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 rum. But it red, red, rum.
It's bony, biggie, biggie. 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 Let's ride, let's ride, let's ride. Get hot, get hot, get hot. Come on, let's ride, let's ride, let's ride, let's ride.
Hey, I feel that one, Rag Dog. I feel that one, brother.
It's bony, biggie, biggie. 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 Let's ride, let's ride, let's ride. Get hot, get hot, get hot. Come on, let's ride, let's ride, let's ride, let's ride. Get hot, get hot, get hot. Come on, come on.
Show starts in 4 minutes flat.
Yo.
Yo, Big, wake up, baby.
Yeah.
Yo, Big, wake your ass up, come on.
I'm up.
Big, wake up.
I'm up, Diddy. What the fuck, man? What's up?
Come on now, it's 5:45. We got the 7:30 flight. Yo, Big.
I'm up. Yeah, I hear you, dog. I hear you, man. All right, 7:30.
Yo, take down this information.
I no pen.
Tell your girl and remember it or something.
All right.
Can you do that?
Yeah, write this down.
All right. Like 5:04.
5:04.
Leaving Kennedy.
Going
to LAX.
Whoa. Cali?
No doubt, baby. No, we gotta get this paper.
No doubt. All right. I'm up.
Yo, Big.
I'm up, man.
Like 5:04.
All right, 7:30. I'm gonna meet you at the airport.
California.
Yeah. Your lyrics just split your head so hard that your hat can't fit you. Either I'm with you or against you. Format bent you. Back through that maze I sent you. Talking to the rap inventor. Nigga with the game type fifth, that flame right. Spell my name right. B-I-double-G-I-E. Iced out, lights out, me and Caesar Leo. Getting head for some chick he know. See, it's all about the cheddar. Nobody do it better. Going back to Cali, strictly for the weather, women, and the weed. Sticky green, no seed, bitch, please. Papa ain't soft, dead up in the hood. Ain't no love lost, got me mixed up. You drunk them licks up. Mad cause I got my dick sucked and my balls licked. Forfeit, the game is mine. I'ma spell my name one more time. Check it, it's the N-O-T-O-R-I-O-U-S. You just lay down slow. Recognize a real dawn when you see one. Sipping on booze in the house of blues. I'm going back to Cali. 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 If I got to choose the coast, I got to choose the east. I live out there, so don't go there. But that don't mean a nigga can't rest in the west. See some nice breasts in the west. Smoke some nice sets in the west. Y'all niggas is a mess, thinking I'm gon' stop. Giving LA props. All I got is beef with those that violate me. I shall annihilate thee. Case closed, suitcase filled with clothes. Linens and things, I'll begin things. People start to flash. 818, 213s, 313s, BIGs. Frequently floss holes at Roscoe's. If I want a squirter, take her to Fat Burger. Spend about a week on Venice Beach. Sipping Crisco with some freak from Frisco. I'm going back to Cali. 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 Cali got gunplay, models on the runway, scream Biggie, give me one more chance. I'll be whipping on the freeway, the NYC way, on the celly with my homeboy Lance. Pass hands from left to right, only got 5 blunts left to light. I'm set tonight, better bitches at Versace store. Sexy sucker till I ain't got no more. Only in LA, bust on bitches LA, rub it in their tummy, lick it, say it's yummy, then fuck your man.
Yes, we are, Mike.
Is it to rock the tri-state? Almost gold, 5 G's to show gate? Or do you wanna see about 7 digits? Fuck holy exquisite, Cali, great place to visit. I'm going back to Cali. 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 I'm going back to Cali.
Oh, PigskinPeete is an island boy, and amazing and fantastic, yo. They got the best college football YouTube channel. Yeah, a huge college football fan. We understand it's the Clemson Tigers. They rep it to the top, and the ACC, yo. And the live shows are so underrated on YouTube. We want to say shout out PigskinPeete. We want to say shout out PigskinPeete. Coming from the island boys, you better keep it like it's our grind. Tell that boy you better keep that gun. I'ma do it while I'm staring at the sun. I've been really out to fool gazing. I've been in the pool, I'm staying. I'll pull it like I'm super saiyan. Yeah. And you the best, so keep on going. Don't let no one stop you, yeah. Alright, PigskinPeete, keep doing your thing. You got it from the island, boy. Yeah, we out, man.
I say right foot creep, oh, walking with that heat. What the fuck is that? I say right foot creep, oh, walking with that heat. Look around, stay low, make sure they don't see you.
Island boy.
What the fuck is that?
Island boy.
What the fuck is that? I say right foot creep, oh, walking with that heat. Look around, stay low, make sure they don't see you. Get some bad, walk down, face them with the heat. The devil under your feet, you're on your way to see him. Stress me when I can't sleep, bang out when I see you. Play with me, you can't sleep. We got into the sea-shoe. You won't have no case, rearrange your shit soon as they face you. You won't have no space, we in your section too.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the College Football Call-In Show. I do twice a week, every Wednesday and Friday night at 10 p.m. Man. How excited are you guys? I mean, for us football fans, this is like Christmas Eve. I mean, they tickled our ass with a feather, right? With the Week 0 games. You know, they tried to sell us on some goods that Nebraska and the Northwestern was a great game, which actually, it was an exciting game. I don't know if it was great, but it was definitely exciting. But we stand right now on the eve of the backyard brawl, bro. The backyard brawl. A game that should be played every year. I'm stoked. I might not even be able to sleep tonight. And we've got a great slate of games this weekend, man. Week 1's going to be amazing and fantastic. We got the backyard brawl tomorrow night. We've got Georgia and Oregon on Saturday. We've got Ohio State and Notre Dame on Saturday. We've got Florida State and LSU on Sunday. We've got Clemson and Georgia Tech on Monday. Man, the next 5 days is going to be like, in drug addict terms, a bender. We're going on a bender, bro. And I'm here for it. And you're all here for it, too. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. So welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Of course, this is a call-in show. The StreamYard link is in the description of the video. I also posted it in the chat, and I'll do you a solid right now. And I'll post it in there again. For those of you who don't know how to look in the description of the video. There it is. And of course, for all the people that want to support the show, I do not monetize the live shows. So for those of you who want to support the show, you can do so through a PayPal link in the description, a Cash App link in the description, and of course, a Super Chat icon down at the bottom of the chat. And if you want to make sure, if you have a question or a comment that you want to make sure it gets read, that's the best way to do it. I mean, I try to read all the comments, but of course, I'm running the show here. I got a lot going on, bro. You know? So, somebody asked a minute ago about... So Mark Rogers has a new show. I mean, he's got 18,000 channels, but he's got a USC channel, I think. Maybe is it a USC channel or a Pac-12 channel? I think it's a USC channel. And he's starting a new USC show on Wednesday nights. I think at 10:30. Is that right? So many people have shows now. It's hard to keep up with everybody's, what's going on, but. If somebody can let me know when that show starts, or maybe not right. It's on his main channel? Oh, it's on his main channel. Well, that makes it easier then, actually. So he starts it at 10:30, and so I don't think we'll go over there right at 10:30. I do want to go bomb that channel, though. Maybe not right at 10:30. Let's wait till some people get on there and they get flowing and going. Maybe around 11. I don't know how long that show is planned on. Like the length of the show, I'm assuming it's going to at least be an hour or two. So maybe around 11 p.m., I'll instruct everybody to go over there and we'll bomb them. And just let everybody know we're coming over from the PigskinPeete channel to show support. Does that sound good? That sounds good. We'll do that. I'm not going to waste any time tonight. Let's get right to the chat, and then we'll get to the phone calls. How about that? Rack Dog is here. Mrs. Peete in the house, literally and figuratively. She's in the house with me right now, and she's in the house as far as the chat section goes. That's something serious there. Nick DTV. I hit the thumbs up, Pete. I'm a good pupil. Well, you're a good pupil and you're good people for doing that. Fear the Spear Rogers says, yo, 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 yo. One of the most underrated games of the weekend, in my opinion, the standalone game on Sunday night. Florida State at LSU in New Orleans. Get your popcorn ready. That's going to be a good one, I think. The spread's only 3 points. LSU's favored by 3, and I know it's a neutral site, whatever they're calling it. It's not neutral. I mean, it's in Louisiana, for Christ's sake. So usually 3 points is what the home team is afforded for the home field advantage. So they're calling this basically a pick 'em. And I agree. Let the big dog eat. Osceola and Renegade Seminoles says go Noles. Fighting Irish Ryan. I wonder if that's Ryan Henke. No, because Ryan Henke's a join member. He would be highlighted in green. So this is a different Ryan. Irish beating Ohio State this Saturday. So tentatively right now, it looks as if that's the game I will be streaming for the members only club. The join members on Saturday night. Because I put up a poll yesterday, and the voting is coming in, and it's really a landslide. Like 80% of the votes have come in, and it looks like people want me to stream that for the join members. So if you're not a join member, I don't know what to tell you. You're missing out. Dog behind enemy lines, the Nature Boy, Chiquita. Tiger Baskins is here. He says, "Good morning, America." Remember that show? Good Morning America? Is that still a show? I honestly don't even know. I don't watch TV. The only time I watch TV is whenever the gridiron's on. You know what I'm saying? All that other bullshit on there, you can have it. You can take it. I'm not trying to sit around all day and watch Fox News and MSNBC and CNN and whatever other bullshit's on there that makes people angry at each other for no reason. I don't watch that. I watch football. Other than that, I'm on here. Jeremy Garrettson, Michael Hogue, Ferris, Noel Squad, John Serene. Off chance Pitt wins? Well, I'm picking them to win. Sorgy Stories. He says, good morning. Let's go Mountaineers. Yes. Well, no, but yes. I mean, I feel where you're coming from with that. I'm picking Pitt to win the game, though. I just hope, and listen, I really don't care who wins. I'm not a fan of either team, right? But I just hope it's a good game, you know. Mike 3883. Yes, we're going to rate his show. Not that he needs it or anything, but still. D4 in the house. Joey Foster. Paxton's here. Fishing football. Utah going to go back to Utah with a fat L. A fat with a P, too. Not even a fat one, like not with an F, with a P. Damn. Battle Angels here. LW. He said, thanks for the dance, coach. I'm signing with Bama. Oh, my God. Hey.
I still love you, but I don't like you, bro.
Yeah, yeah. What's up, SEC dog? He says, what is this, a queer show? What? I must have missed something. Dylan Deloney. Vandy Dandy. Oh, CB, too bad work will just make this week feel that much longer, huh? I want a Saturday now. Yes. I agree. K-Dog is here. Man, look at all these fine people showing up tonight. Moneyman's here. He says, cheers. Cheers to you too, sir. And everybody else, for that matter. Hoghead. Christian's here. Man. Kyle Papik. All right. All right, so here's what we'll do. Let's get straight to the phone lines because nobody is here to listen to me ramble on for 2 hours or look at my ugly face. I do know that. I mean, after 5 years on YouTube, I figured that out. The last thing people want to do is listen to me. You know what I mean? Vern? All right, so I'll take the calls in the order they came in. What's up? You're on with Pete.
What's up, brother?
What's up, bro?
Ah, man, I am excited as fuck for week one. I can't wait.
Well, let the people know who we're speaking with right now.
We're speaking with Ball with AC.
Ballin' with AC.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, when's the 24-hour live stream? Or are you still deciding?
24-hour live stream, September the 9th. So not this Friday, but next Friday, starting at 10 p.m. And so it'll run from 10 p.m. Friday night to 10 p.m. Saturday night.
I'm probably watching the Cincinnati-Arkansas game Saturday because, as most of you know, if you were here, I have a Mountain Dew on the line if Arkansas beats Cincinnati.
If Arkansas beats Cincinnati, who are you a fan of again? You're a Michigan man, right?
Yeah, I'm a Michigan
man.
But
That's right.
I bet Mountain Dew with Mr. Roach that if Arkansas beats Cincinnati straight up, I'll win a Mountain Dew.
You win a soda.
Yep.
Wow. That's one hell of a bet there. So how does that work? Does he buy a soda and ship it to you? That seems kind of weird.
No, he just buys a soda. He keeps it in his fridge, and then whenever I get upstairs on the J building, he'll give it to me.
Oh, okay.
But so I heard that you think that Baylor can make the playoffs.
Yes. Well, yeah, I picked Baylor. I picked Baylor to win the Big 12 with one loss or less and make the playoffs. Yes, that's my prediction.
Who's the loss coming too.
I don't know. I just don't pick anybody to go 12-0 because it's more likely than not that nobody will. So I mean, let me think about this for a second. Well, it could most likely either Oklahoma State or Oklahoma during the regular season. I don't know. I'm trying to think of who their out-of-conference games are.
They have BYU at home.
Yeah, they'll be BYU.
Yeah, that's what I personally have too, because BYU returns all 11 stars on defense, and Baylor has a new running back and wide receiver room essentially. So I think it's gonna take some time for them to gel offensively.
You think it's gonna take Baylor a while to gel offensively? Yeah, and they do have a quarterback that, I mean, he had some playing time last year. When he did play, he played great, but he didn't play a whole lot.
Man, I'm still laughing that Desmond Howard picked Pitt to make the playoffs. Honestly,
Desmond Howard is trolling everybody. He doesn't believe that. No.
Or maybe he's just retarded.
Well, you said that, not me. I just want to make that clear to everybody.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he could be pretty stupid.
Well, he's definitely stupid, but I mean, I don't think anybody's debating that. And you're a Michigan man, and you're saying that man, that's something there. I mean, he's royalty in Michigan, isn't he?
Yeah. He won the Heisman back in 1991 when I wasn't even alive.
Yeah.
Man, and I can't wait to see Sea-Dog depression after the 3 hours of the Clemson.
Well, you'll get to witness it live on the air because he's going to do the live stream with me during the Clemson and Georgia Tech game. So if you want to see pain, pain in real time from Sea-Dog, you just tune into the channel on Monday night.
Let him know that I think his Twitter profile picture is a pile of shit too.
Are you talking about the bee with the elephant head on it?
Yeah. That is a big fat pile of shit, to be honest with you.
Hey, so people in the chat want me to tell you a joke. You want to hear a joke?
I love jokes.
All right, so here's a joke. Ready? Michigan.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I just told you the joke. Michigan.
Yeah, I know. Desmond Howard thinks they go in the national championship.
All right, hey, you want to hear another joke?
What?
All right, so why did the chicken cross the road?
Why?
To get to the other side.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Ukulele.
Ukulele who?
DJ. Ooh, Uncle Lele.
What are we doing? Okay. Ball and AC, you got any more for me?
One more thing before I let you go.
Yeah, okay.
Do you want any alcohol in adult beverages, sir?
What?
I was asking if you wanted any alcohol in adult beverages.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, blame my therapist, not me.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Balling with AC. I appreciate the call, my friend. Hey, who are you picking for between Pitt and West Virginia in the backyard ball?
Pitt.
Pitt, yes. Yeah, smart man. Smart man. All right, buddy. Well, thank you for the call. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay.
All right, brother.
All right. Thank you. Balling with AC, checking in. What's up? You're on with Pete.
Hey, Pete, how you doing, sir?
I'm amazing and fantastic. Thank you for asking. How you doing?
Not bad. Just waiting for tomorrow night for the Purdue-Penn State game. It's going to be a good game, I think. Anyway, got a couple questions for you. What is one of the things you and Mrs. Pete are going to be making for the games this weekend? Because I got to take them for a tailgate tomorrow. That you would recommend.
That's good. And Mrs. Pete, what are you making tomorrow? Or is it tomorrow or Saturday you're talking about?
No, I got to take it for the Purdue game tomorrow, but something that she's making this weekend.
I don't know. Mrs. Pete, what are you making this weekend? I'll have to wait for an answer. I have no idea what she's making.
All right. Question 2. I sent this to you in your midday show. Great show, by the way. And
thank you.
Fantastic job with Ruck last week. But I'm willing to fill in for a couple hours for you next weekend if you're cool with that.
A couple of hours? Geez, that's well. You're welcome to come on and yeah, I don't know. A couple of hours is a long time, but
yeah, I'm feeling some time because I know you're going to take breaks in between and stuff. So
yeah, I can't cheat though. I can't sleep. Right? That's cheating.
You can sleep.
No, that's cheating.
Nah, if you do 45 minutes, that's only considered a cat nap.
Yeah,
the equivalent of an 8-hour sleep in the service.
Well, here's what I think. I'll take a 30-minute break here and there to eat something and get some, maybe take a shower or something. I can't. But that's about it. I don't plan. If I go to sleep, I'm not waking up. That'll be the end of that.
That is true. So.
Yeah, not 2 hours. I
don't know. I'm just saying I would be volunteering. Maybe not 2 hours, but enough to kill some time and stuff. But I just wish people would stop hating.
Yeah, no, listen, I appreciate you. If you want to come on for 30, 45 minutes or whatever, that's completely fine with me. And I've had a lot of people, thankfully, step up and say they'd love to come in. Scott Kerr said he'd come on. Traveling Fool said he'd come on and do his trivia thing. I'm hoping maybe I can get Lou to come on for a little bit. Tiger Baskins maybe. Jeff, I mean, listen, it's an open invitation.
I really want him to rip into Jeff Webster so bad.
Hey, you know what we should do?
Funny, but I'm gonna be a better person.
We should get Jeff and you to come on together. How about that?
No, because I would probably get the show sent down. What's the word when he gets struck down? Because I have so many things I want to say to him.
Oh,
so him being so disrespectful.
Oh, you and Jeff, you got beef, bro. Is that it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'd like for Raj to come on for about 30, 45 minutes and just yell. That would be great, too.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
All right. I just want to drop by and say, I can't wait. I can't wait for this show on Friday.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Right.
Hey, wait. Before you go, who you pick? I know you're excited about the Purdue and Penn State game because you're a Purdue man. But what's your projection for the backyard brawl?
Oh, I want to see couches burn.
So, well, don't they?
With Pitt.
You're going with Pitt. Don't they burn the couch whether they win or lose? I think they just burn couches anyway.
They might. I don't know.
Right.
I'm going with Pitt. So, hey, I got to ask you this. Is Clemson game going to be name your score?
I don't know about that. But because I don't know how Clemson's offense is going to look until it actually happens. You know what I mean? But I don't think that Georgia Tech's going to be able to move the ball very well. So, my prediction was 35-6. That was my final score prediction. We'll see how close I am.
Could be right. All right. See you Friday.
All right. See you later, Hoagie.
See ya.
Michael Ho checking in. I didn't realize there was a beef between Hoagie and Jeff Webster. I would like to hear that play out on the air in real time. Well, Uncle Lou, they're not Mrs. Pete's bacon jalapeno poppers. They're PigskinPete's bacon jalapeno poppers. She's never made them. I made them. So I don't know if somebody's lying to you. Is she lying to you? It is true. She just said that's not true. It is true. I'm the one that made them, not you. Listen to her trying to take credit for my creations. Hey, Lou, if you want to know how to make the best jalapeno poppers, holler at your boy. Don't holler at her. Look, I'm the cook around here. All right? I mean, that's just a fact. What's up? You're on with Pete.
Hey, Pete. It's Nate's great. How you doing, sir?
What's up, Nate? How you doing, buddy?
Good. Sorry if I cut loose on the midday show. I was on break, so but anyway, I just wanted to call in about the pick'em. And I know we talked about this already, but last chance if anybody wants to join, because it's going to be closing soon, less than 24 hours, because it's going to be counting week 1 games, which is Thursday and Saturday and stuff. So.
Yeah, so anybody who wants to join the pick'em, I guess you can still do it, right? Until, well, I guess it's today the last day, right? Hell, I haven't even done my picks yet. Damn, I need to do that, right? So I'll do that. I'll either do it after the show tonight or I'll do it first thing tomorrow morning. But if anybody wants to join the pick'em, it's completely free. It's Nate the Great's pick'em. He put my name on it, which is fine. But the link to that is in the description of this video. You scroll down. It's towards the top. Whatever the PigskinPeete pick'em link is.
Yep.
Click that CBS Sports pick'em thing, and I also put the password in there to the league. It's really easy. It takes about 5 minutes. Not even.
Yeah, it made less. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So I picked. Actually, I don't care if I share, but now everybody don't have to copy mine. But I'm just gonna tell you what I did. I picked Michigan, of course, but over Colorado State, not a big game. And I also picked Ohio State to win. I'm hoping them not to, but whatever. I picked North Carolina close to App State, and I picked I believe I picked LSU over FSU. I don't know. No, but yeah, just wanted an update on that before it ends. And have an amazing, fantastic night. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so Mike just put the link to the pick'em in the chat, so you can click that if you want to. And somebody else, Dalton from T-Town asked, is the pick'em against the spread or picking games straight up? It's against the spread. And Nate's the one running this, so I don't know. He's picking which games every week are going to be picked. It's not every game, because we're not picking 80 games here. Okay, so. So yeah, that's it. How about we all head over real quick while we have a break in the show here? If you guys don't mind, let's head over to Mark Rogers' channel and bomb the chat section with PigskinPeete. There is no prize. Cowskin Carl. Hey, you know, we're like brethren, bro. PigskinPeete, Cowskin Carl. I mean, it sounds like we're brothers or cousins or something. There is no prize. It's just for fun. You know, the prize is not getting made fun of for being the worst one. Pete hasn't made good game day food ever. Now that is, listen. That is bullshit.
Yeah, you can go fuck yourself.
That is not true at all. Like I said, Lou, if you want the recipe to the bomb jalapeno poppers, just holler at your boy. Just go ahead and cut Mrs. Pete out of the picture. She doesn't know what she's talking about. You know? She's fronting, as the kids say. You know? All right, let's go bomb his channel real quick, shall we? That'll be fun. Somebody said it's on his main channel, isn't it? I think so. He's got so many damn channels. Here it is.
The $6 your deal at Burger King.
Yeah, just go in there and say Pete Invasion or you know, Howdy from Pete's show or whatever it is. Yeah, Pete Raid, that's a good one. Let's see what they're saying over there.
We're going from Oregon State to Washington versus Kent State.
Now, the Dogs have had a rough time, but there is a new leader in town.
We're rating Mark Rogers' channel right now. It's called, I don't even know, what is this? Mark, just type in Mark Rogers TV. It's the voice of college football. That's the name of the channel. The voice of college football.
Start with Kent State. Do we have a new era in Montlake?
Yeah, absolutely. You have DeVore's. He's done great things. In Washington, I'm sorry. The one thing that kept them back last year was an offense. That was the key thing. Their defense was good. It was their offense that just was absolute garbage. I'm expecting a big step forward. The first year, though, he's got to get in recruiting classes, but he's going to do good. He will do good, but it'll take a year or two. But Kent State, that should be no concern for Washington this year.
We are going to see. It is going to be an interesting game. So let's take a look what I got next. Now we have a showdown.
Before you start on another one, I just want to say a shout out back to PigskinPeete, who has the best ACC show on the planet. It looks like a lot of his disciples decided to come over and give us a tip. Thank you to PigskinPeete, and thank you to all you guys decided to come join us for a few minutes. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Nature Boy. We're really glad to have you guys. We love PigskinPeete. He's absolutely awesome. And love playing trivia with him and Traveling Fools on Saturday nights. So he's great.
There you go.
Taking a look here, we got Cal versus
shout out to Nature Boy, by the way, for that. Sending the super chat to get their attention. I like your style, bro. All right, so the call-in number or the StreamYard link is in the description of the video if anybody wants to call in. So I guess Mark's not part of that show. That's what I'm getting out of that, because I guess he's just letting them host that show on there. The Pac-12 chat show live one, USC, UCLA, Oregon, and Washington. So it looks like it features 4 guys on there. What is up, your alma Peete?
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing great, bro.
What's up, bro? Are you excited?
Of course I'm excited.
On a scale of 1 to 10, exactly how excited are you, bro?
11.
11?
11. There's nothing like making the walk to McLean Stadium.
That's right. Do you have season tickets?
Well, I don't have season tickets, but I pretty much go to every home game.
So, for those who don't know, this is Baylor, man, as you know him from the comment section. On the StreamYard, he's named himself Baylor Bro. Okay. But, so he lives, how far from the stadium are you?
Walking distance.
Well, walking distance, I mean, it depends on, I could walk 500 miles and I could walk 500 more. But are you like a mile or, a block?
Maybe a mile.
It's like a mile.
Like maybe a mile. I think, in fact, I'll actually MapQuest it.
Yeah, do that. Yeah, Google Maps it and tell us how far of a walk it is.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Plain Stadium, if I were to drive from current location, it would be 4 minutes if I took the interstate with construction.
Hold on now. So so it's not, you got to walk on the interstate?
No. I walked through the campus and I know pretty much the back ways to get there.
I got you.
And then go across some crosswalks and then eventually cross the bridge and at the stadium. So it's about, it says 1.9 miles. It usually takes me about, I'm more of a fast walker. So I get there probably about 20-ish minutes from my doorstep.
So you're a fast walker. Are you like one of those people, you know when you see these women walking around and they're walking really fast and they like move their arms up? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
here, let me
let
do
the
this.
whole arm.
It's called I think it's called power walking is what they call it. I think Mrs. Peete power walks. I'm not even kidding. So I'm talking about like this. You know when you see them walking down the street and they're like walking all fast and they're doing this deal here, trying to get that cardio in, bro?
Of course.
Yeah. Mrs. Pete's power walker. Speed walking.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Oh, God.
Wait, hang on. Mad Tea Sipper says that I said that Baylor's in the playoffs. How effing delusional. No, I never said they were going to make
I said that. I guess I'm delusional then.
He's a Texas fan. He doesn't know what.
Oh, well, that explains it.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah. A Texas fan calling a Baylor fan delusional, I mean, that's rich.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. They're talking about, what can we do to make the playoffs? Well, what they need to be asking themselves is, what can we do to beat Kansas and make a bowl game?
Wow. I'm not the only one picking Baylor to make the playoffs, by the way. So I don't think it's that. I mean, Desmond Howard did too, didn't he?
Well, did you see the rest of his picks? I mean, they were like Texas A&M, Pitt. Well, of course he's going to pick Michigan because that's where he went. But he picked A&M to win it.
Hey, Ballin' with AC is in the chat. Sir, do you not want to start talking about the way I look, okay? I mean, you got two eyes that look different directions, bro. All right? Don't even get there. Don't even go there with me.
Oh.
Call me a pale white guy.
Oh, dang. It's alarming.
Yeah.
But,
anyways, so what are you looking forward to the most in week one? I mean, there's a bunch of good games on. I know you're looking forward to Baylor, but I mean, outside of that.
I mean, just a huge slate of games, and of course, picking against the spread, picking like parlays, and picking the, for making my picks in the various contests that I'm in, including yours.
Well, it's not mine.
By the way, well, are you in that contest? I didn't see you.
Well, I need to figure out a way to change my name. My real name is in there.
Oh, your real name?
Yeah, I don't know. I signed up. I don't even know how that happened. I have to go change it to PigskinPeete. But anyway, that doesn't matter. But I am in there, but I haven't picked my games yet.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I was looking for your name, of course, but I didn't realize your real name was in that. Of course, I don't know your real name.
Yeah. I can go on there right now and make my picks, or tonight sometime on the show. I don't have a problem with that. I need to figure out how to change my name first, though.
I think you can do it in your CBS profile or something.
Let me see here.
Let me see how you can do it. You go to where the Pick'em's at.
Damn it! Could somebody post that link in the chat to the CBS Sports League for me and post it in the chat? That would help.
So I think what you can do is let's see.
I can't go on my own description and hit the link for whatever reason.
It's under my entry.
All right, thank you, Mike. I see it. There it is.
And under your info, you can actually change your name.
Let's see here. Account settings? Is that it? Maybe?
I don't know. You must be on the desktop. I've got the CBS Sports app.
Oh, it says my personal info is hidden.
Okay. I think you can edit where you have name.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see here. Edit settings. Log in. What? God bless Nate. Let me see here. Let me see if it'll let me change my name.
It should.
Well, it's just...
It let me.
So I guess my first name is Pigskin and my last name is Pete?
I mean, it'll show PigskinPeete.
We'll see. Why is it asking me my occupation and my gender? Why does that matter? That's weird.
Occupation is, I guess you could put college football fan.
Oh, God, they're making me put my password on. I don't even know what it is. Damn it. Hold on. All right. So, what happened? The hell? It's a miracle I can run a YouTube channel. I'm telling you right now, because I can't even change my name on it. Let's see here.
I did it on the app.
Yeah, well, I'm on the, I mean...
Well, you're on the desktop.
Yeah.
It must be different.
Let me do something. Let me X out of here. And... What are you talking about audio, Jeff? Something wrong with the audio?
I can hear you just fine.
Well, yeah. It still has my name in it. What the... You guys might not be able to see my real name, but if I share my screen, then you will. And you know what? I really don't care. I mean, most people know my real name anyway, but
I don't.
I just don't. I mean, I'd rather be PigskinPeete on there. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. I mean, that's how we all know you, at least.
Yeah. Oh, so it does say. That's weird. It does say PigskinPeete now, but it doesn't say it on the homepage.
Maybe refresh it. Refresh the page.
That's a good idea.
See what that does.
Well, still my name. Whatever. Anyway, let's do this. This is fine. Here, let me share the screen. And I see a true Seminole in the background. I'll get to you in a minute, bro. Just give me a second.
See how many people we've got in the contest.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, see, whatever. It's got both my real name and my and PigskinPeete on it. Whatever. All right, so let's do this on it here. So make your picks. So we've got. Let's see how many games did he pick here?
You pick 8 games, but there's a lot. You pick from the list. It's like you're making a what do you call it? A pick slip.
Yeah. I'm basically Steve Jobs. All right, so we got North Carolina and Appalachian State is one of them. Rutgers and Boston College, NC State, East Carolina, Colorado State, Michigan, Oregon, Georgia, Cincinnati, Arkansas, Houston, UTSA, Tulsa, Wyoming, Arizona. This is more than 8, bro.
Oh yeah, but you only pick 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I only pick 8. I can pick any 8 I want?
Yes.
Are you sure?
That's what I did. It won't let you pick more than 8.
It won't, huh?
No, I tried to go down the list, but it said you've already made your picks, and it said it caps it at 8.
Can we see everyone else's picks? You all pick.
I think once the game starts,
Man. All right. So here's what I'll do. So we got North Carolina and Appalachian State. UNC minus 2.5. I want to pick that one. I'll take North Carolina. So that says saved. Okay. Thank you. Rutgers and Boston College minus 7.5. What? Yeah, give me Boston College on that. I'll take that. So thank you. NC State and East Carolina, 10.5.
You know you want to pick NC State.
Well, I want to pick East Carolina. We'll come back to that. Michigan and Colorado State, minus 27.5. I heard Tony earlier, and he said that Big Ten teams don't typically run up the score against lower classification teams. Is that true?
It's true of some teams. Now, some teams I know will beat one team 78-0 one year, and that was actually Michigan. Beat Rutgers 78.
I'll come back to that one too. All right, I'm picking this one. Oregon and Georgia, 17.5. I mean, I think Georgia's going to win this game handily. 17.5, though. That's a long flight to Georgia from Oregon. Dan Lanning coming back home to roost in the coop. I'm going to take Georgia there. I think they win probably by 20. All right, Cincinnati and Arkansas, minus 6.5. Give me Arkansas. I think that's an easy one. I might actually bet that one. I don't even know why he picked Houston and UTSA. That's a game. I don't know why he picked that. It's same with Tulsa and Wyoming. Utah and Florida. Utah and Florida, minus 2.5. Utah. Give me Utah. Under a field goal, bro. So what I got? 5 picks so far. Notre Dame and Ohio State. Now I'm just gonna look. I'm taking Ohio State at 15.5, minus 15.5, because that's just my rule. And so why would I break my rule? I mean, I think betting on Ohio State to cover the spread every week is a pretty good bet on any given year. And I think Ohio State, on paper, is the best team in the country this year. So give me that. And this game's at the Horseshoe. So, Louisville and Syracuse. Oh, God, shit. Give me Louisville, minus 3.5. Malik Cunningham's going to have a huge game. I know this game's in Syracuse. I don't think that really matters. So that's 7 out of 8. And then, all right, so Boise State, Oregon State, I have no idea on that one. So it's down to these 2 teams for my last pick. I got Clemson and Georgia Tech and Florida State and LSU. Give me Clemson at minus 21.5. Yeah, okay, whatever. A homer pick. I don't care. I think that's going to be a beatdown of epic proportions. So I'll take it. Now, how do I finalize this here?
What you do is there's a tiebreaker on the side.
Yeah. Okay. So the tiebreaker is the score between Florida State and LSU.
Yeah. Combined score. So.
Combined score. Oh, total score. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So both teams have really good defensive lines, and both teams have questions on offense. So I don't think it's going to be very high scoring. I don't know what the over-under on that game is, but I'm going to say total score 42. How about that? All right, submit tiebreaker. All right. Your picks are in, bro.
Sweet.
Now, how do I look, or can I look at everybody else? Let's see, standings. We've got what the hell? They still got my real name on this list. How do I change that? You know what? It doesn't matter. I'll figure it out off air, whatever. Which I don't even really care, honestly, but I still want to be Pigskin Pete on there. You know?
Of course. Oh, by the way, the over-under for Florida State LSU is 51.5.
Oh, go under. Well, I clearly under, because I said, what did I say, 42?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
All right.
But,
I need another monitor. I've been saying that forever. And you know what? This is how lazy I am, because I actually do have another monitor. All I need is the cord. And I just haven't gotten the cord yet. I've had the monitor for like 6 months. So I could have done this all, on another monitor where you couldn't see it. I'm working. Anyway, nobody cares about that, but I just need a cord.
There's a question. There's in the comment section. Has Neil Brown been fired yet?
No.
No.
He might get fired after this beatdown they're about to have to Pitt, though.
No, you don't think WV's got a chance?
So you're saying there's a chance? Yeah. I mean, look, we haven't seen either team play. There's a lot of question marks on both teams, but I'm predicting that West Virginia is going to have about a 6 or 7 win season at best.
Yeah, the biggest problem that I noticed when I was watching West Virginia, of course, I'm a Big 12 homer because, of course, my team's in the Big 12. So I kind of do a little bit of scouting, especially when Baylor's about to play an opponent. I've noticed that their offensive line has been their biggest problem.
Yeah.
But everything else outside of that is not too bad. It's just that offensive line is in their problem. And that's the same thing that's was wrong with Baylor in previous years before they decided, they were going to do pretty much a complete 180 and be a top 10 offensive line unit that they are now. But like 2019, that year that Baylor played Georgia in the Sugar Bowl, their offensive line was, if they weren't dead last, then they were mighty close to it. I mean, they were just Swiss cheese. I could have run past those guys.
Was that with Matt Rule? It was, wasn't it?
Yes, that was.
I wish you guys would have kept him. As a Panthers fan.
When he decided, I guess since I'm guessing you're a Carolina Panthers fan.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. And I was a fan of his. And then I don't like what he's doing in Carolina at all.
He's a college coach.
Well, he did spend time in the NFL. I mean, he's got experience in the NFL. Not as a head coach, but, as a coordinator. So, I don't know. But.
Hold on. No, you were picking Baylor for the playoff this year. Such a liar, dude. I did not pick Baylor to go to the playoffs. I picked, and it was a few shows ago that I revealed my top 4 on your show.
Yeah, and you didn't pick Baylor. He's right. He didn't do that. I picked Baylor. You're getting confused. Who's saying that?
No. Mad T Sipper.
Oh,
Texas.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I picked Baylor.
Yeah. I picked Alabama, who I think is the best team in the country. Ohio State. I think I picked Clemson, and I picked Notre Dame.
Notre Dame, wow. You might be the only one I've seen do that.
Was it Notre Dame that I picked? I think it was Notre Dame I picked. I just don't believe in the Pac-12. I don't want to jinx my own team.
So you didn't pick Utah then?
No, I did not pick Utah. I did not pick Baylor.
Well, at any rate.
Anywho, that's neither here nor there.
All right. Well, I'm going to move on to the next caller. If you got anything else for me, buddy?
Let's see. Today's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, so tomorrow night I'll be live for the game, and I'm sure there'll be other people live for it too.
Well, 3 days until my team plays. I guess since we're
hold on now, 3 days?
Till my team plays.
When is
5 days till your team plays.
So hold on now. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yes.
I'm looking at it as 2 days, but I see what you're saying. That's because it's almost midnight. That's why I'm saying that.
10:05 here. I'm in Central Time.
Oh yeah.
All right, man. Well, Saturday slate's right around the corner.
Yes, sir. So good luck to your Baylor Bears this Saturday. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow or Friday, one of the two.
Friday. I'm sure I'll be on. It just depends on my work schedule.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right. Have a good one.
All right, man. Talk to you later. Baylor Bro checking in. Baylor Man, also known as Baylor Bro. What's up? You're on with Pete.
What's up, Pete?
What's up, bro?
Oh, man. I'm going to do this real quick. Breaking news for the PigskinPeete YouTube channel. Mayhem Matthew will be appearing as a special guest for the 24-hour live stream.
Oh, he will?
Yeah, man. You didn't know?
I did not. Now, he's welcome to come on. Now, I do have one request, though. He needs to be fully clothed. Based on what I heard, the disturbing news that I heard on the midday show today that I did not know about.
That was wild. That was wild.
Yeah.
Man, I just wanted to tell you, man. Who's this team in the Bayou that everybody's talking about, bro? I ain't never heard of them.
Who?
This team out there in this state called Louisiana over there. There's this team I ain't never heard of, man.
Look down in the bayou.
Yeah. I think that's one of the most underrated games of the week. And it's a standalone game. When is it? This Sunday night at what time? Like 7 or 7:30?
Has to be late, yeah.
Yeah.
7, yeah.
That's going to be a good one.
Man, I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. FSU going to put the hurt on them, boy. I'm ready.
You know what's funny? How many people outside of the state of Louisiana are going to be pulling for LSU to win that game? I mean, you've got pretty much every ACC fan, right, is going to be pulling for Florida State, I think.
I imagine.
Just because it's an SEC-ACC game, right?
Probably all except for T2Y.
You've got a bunch of teams in the West out of the SEC that hate LSU, right? Like Alabama and probably even like Mississippi State and Texas A&M, and they all hate LSU. So they'll probably be pulling for Florida State as well. Then you have the entire Notre Dame fan base that's pulling against Brian Kelly. So I mean LSU's like they're like the redheaded stepchild this week.
Oh, it feels good. It feels good. It feels good, man. I'm excited. Oh man, I'm really excited for this game tomorrow, man. This will be my first time watching the Backyard Brawl.
Yeah, it's been a while. When's the last time they played that game? Does anybody know? I'm trying to think.
I think it's like 10 years ago or something.
It's been a while, yeah. I don't know exactly, but
yeah, man, that's gonna be fun tomorrow. Are you streaming it?
I am.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I mean, I can't listen. I'd be crazy not to. It's going to be so much fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, whenever you get the name of that school down there in Louisiana for me, just let me know, man. I don't know who they are. Ain't never heard of them. LS who, right? LS who, I think.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
well, at least you're playing at the in New Orleans instead of at the fake Death Valley.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. We are. I would much rather play at this fake Death Valley though. That'd be fun to beat LSU at LSU, not this neutral site crap. But I'm not even gonna get on that. I just wanted to mess with you a little bit, bro, and mess with some LSU fans if they tuned in and just wondering if they could ever let me know what the name of their program is. All right,
the Tigers.
I'll go to bed.
All right, man. Well, thank you for coming on.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. True Seminole checking in. Vandy Dandy says LSU's going to stomp Florida State. Do you think so, really? That's a hard game to pick, really. I mean, honestly, it is. I really have no idea how that's going to turn out. And anybody that says they do know how it's going to turn out, they're just lying. 2011 was the last backyard brawl. Okay. Yeah, so it's been 11 years. What's up? You're on with Pete.
What's up?
What's up, Matthew? Mayhem.
How you doing today?
I'm amazing and fantastic. Thank you for asking. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I just wanted to come on and say hello to one of my favorite YouTubers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you already know that.
Yes. So,
but go ahead.
Well, so you want to come on the 24-hour live stream with me and help me out a little bit?
Yeah, the first time you hit 5K, I asked you, and you said, "Yeah, 3 o'clock in the morning would be great."
Yeah, that's a good time. That's a good time for Mayhem Matthew. 3 o'clock in the morning. Absolutely. Yeah. You want me to?
Yeah, I will.
I can reserve that. And let me. Hey, secretary, can you write down real quick? 3 a.m. Mayhem Matthew's coming on. Now there is a stipulation here. You have to.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, you have to be fully clothed.
Well, why would I not be?
Well, I don't know. Somebody said today on the midday show that you were on somebody's show and you were sitting on your bed in your tighty whities. I don't need that problem, bro.
No, not my
That's not
tighty
true?
whities, thank you.
Oh.
I had on, it was my stream, and I had my Georgia pajama pants pulled up, and you can see my really good-looking thighs.
Your really good-looking thighs? Is that what you said? But you do.
They weren't tighty whities by any means.
Okay, all right, but you do have a habit, even on your own channel on your videos, of being shirtless. Now, that's not necessarily offensive, but it's kind of disturbing a little bit. 'Cause you like to rub yourself and stuff. You know.
I don't know about all that, but I do.
Sir, listen. You can't. I do know about that. You have multiple videos where you do that. I've seen it.
I think that's what really brings the slob out of me.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Well, definitely. Yeah.
I cannot wait. Look, I can't wait for college football, but I definitely can't wait for Slob Olympics this in my hometown, in my backyard. I have the home field advantage this year.
Now hold on. This isn't your backyard. It's my backyard.
Well, you know, this is kind of what I say about this, because I knew you were going to say that.
Right, because it's true.
So, because you kind of fell into my trap here.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Give it to me then.
So this is what I'm saying. So I think that, you know, like the Miami Dolphins allowed the Miami Hurricanes to, you know, borrow their stadium. This is kind of the same situation we have here.
So I'm letting you borrow my stadium?
No. It's the other way around, sir.
How is that possible?
Well,
I live here. You don't.
I do live in South Carolina.
No, I live in Charleston. You don't. You live 3 hours away.
What does that have to do with the price of tea in China?
Well, I'm the Miami Dolphin Stadium. You're the one renting it out. It's not the other way around. The Dolphins are the home team.
Right.
Right? The Hurricanes are just visiting.
Right.
Okay.
But you do have to go, what, an hour away?
No.
You don't have to drive at all. You're just right there. Right.
No,
in your
it's 20 miles.
I still think I have the home field advantage, but I am the higher ranked. I would be the higher ranked team coming into this season as well. So, but
well, that's fake news too, because football, I took third place in the Slob Olympics in Pigeon Forge.
Yeah, that was all last year. Remember?
Yeah, but what'd you finish?
I finished 14th, I think. But it's okay. It's okay. let's talk about some college football because
Okay.
I seen something very alarming. You know that Seal picked Georgia Tech to upset Clemson. Your thoughts on that, sir?
Yeah, I don't trust. I mean, I don't trust that retarded groundhog in Pennsylvania, Punxsutawney Phil, either, to tell me whether or not winter's going to last 6 more weeks or not. So I'm definitely not trusting a Seal to pick a football game.
I mean, clearly you almost lost last year.
You're the one saying you're the one talking about let's not worry about last year.
Right.
I mean, Georgia Tech played Clemson almost just as close as Georgia did.
What?
You heard what I said.
Yeah, Georgia Tech did not play Georgia close.
I said Georgia Tech played Clemson almost as close as Georgia did.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
It means what it means, bro. You heard me.
Well, I just want to let you know that unfortunately Clemson is not back.
Well, they're not back because they never went anywhere. So you're right, they're not back.
Well, they'll be 11-2 with the bowl win. I'll give you that.
Oh, so that's terrible, huh? 11-2. Man, what a shame.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that was terrible.
Let me ask you a question. How many teams in America are going to win 11 games or more?
Probably 6 or 7. Maybe 8.
No, not even that many.
You don't think 6? At least 6 will make.
Okay, if you're including the Power 5, I mean the Group of 5, maybe.
I'm including. So there's a possibility that Utah, Baylor, Georgia, Ohio State. That's 4 right off the rip. Clemson, that's 5.
You didn't put Alabama in there. I noticed
Alabama, that's 6. That's 6 right there. That ain't even including Oregon. That the only loss they could possibly have is Georgia.
What, sir? The only loss that Oregon could possibly have is Georgia.
I'm not believing the USC Trojans hype. Don't even get me started on that, sir. Yeah. I mean, it could be down to Oregon could possibly be 11-1. Utah could possibly be 11-1 with the only loss to Oregon. You don't know that.
Yeah, Oregon's not winning 11
Both
games.
of them could be. You don't know that.
Well, I don't know, but I'm telling you, they're not. I don't know it.
Well,
nobody knows it.
At the beginning of last year, if somebody would have told you Ohio State's losing to Oregon, you wouldn't have believed them.
That's true. I mean, if you want to go by a 1-game scenario, I mean, if anybody would have told you back in whatever year it was, 2019, that Georgia would lose to South Carolina, nobody would have believed it either. But that doesn't mean that Oregon's winning 11 games just because they beat Ohio State last year.
True.
Yeah. Of course it is. Everything I say is true.
Thank you for taking my call,
Yes.
though.
All right. Thank you, Mayhem Matthew. I got you. My secretary put you down for 3 a.m. For the live stream, for the 24-hour live show. There you go. Jack Freeman says, time for Clemson to join the SEC. Well, I'm all for it, bro. Believe me, I'm about over the ACC. I mean, I'm still on the train as long as they're there. I'll ride till I die with what I got. Okay. I don't turn my back on it, but I would welcome that. Problem is, it's not going to happen anytime soon. There's so much that has to happen for that to come to fruition that it's not even funny. But all right, so we got another caller here. Well, I might regret this, but we'll see. What's up, your own Pete?
Bitch.
Yep. See, man, that was a really weak attempt there. Sad. The fuck? Yeah, that was one of the more lazy troll attempts that I've ever seen, honestly. Jimmy says there will be no more ACC if Clemson joins yet. Well, I mean, if that were to happen, what would end up happening is the ACC would go to the way of the Big East. It would just be a basketball conference at that point. You know, because if Clemson leaves, then there's going to be other teams that jump ship too, like Florida State, Miami, for example, and maybe even some other schools, right? Like NC State, Virginia Tech. So it would be the end of the conference as far as football goes, probably, but not the end of the conference as a whole. See you later. What is it? Stubby. He says, "F this stream." He saw an OU stream, and he's going to jump ship on your boy. Completely understandable. I understand. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Oklahoma looks like this year. When I put my Clemson or my top 10 preseason video out the other day, I didn't have OU in my top 10, and I had several comments about, why'd you leave Oklahoma out of the top 10? And to be honest, when I was making the top 10 list, so here's my top 10 list. For those of you who didn't see it, I had Oklahoma State at 10. Now that's the key. Michigan at 9, Utah at 8, A&M at 7, Notre Dame at 6, Baylor at 5, Clemson at 4, Georgia 3, Alabama 2, Ohio State 1, okay? So that number 10 spot, I went back and forth between Oklahoma State and Oklahoma. The only reason that I had Oklahoma State ahead of Oklahoma is because I know more about Oklahoma State at this point than I do about Oklahoma. That's all. Being an OU fan is like being in a cult. So this is coming from a Texas fan. You know what you sound like? You sound like Gamecock fans. Gamecock fans have been saying Clemson is a cult ever since Dabo Swinney got there, for whatever reason. Which is completely ridiculous. Every single fan base is a cult, if you want to define it that way. So we have another troll on the line. Let's see what this bad troll has to say. What's up, you're on with Pete? Yep, he's gone. I mean, he didn't even last. I mean, as soon as I put him on the air, he started pissing himself and just got off the air. Pretty sad. Man, they are getting worse, aren't they? It's a school night, isn't it? It's 11:22. Aren't they supposed to be in bed? They got school in the morning. Huh. Maybe his mom walked in and caught him on the internet, and he's supposed to be sleeping, and so he hung up. That's probably the real reason. Wahoo Brad says, I'm excited for Tony Elliott. I think he's going to do a great job at UVA. I think he's a great fit for UVA. Now, how that'll pan out? I mean, Bronco Mendenhall did an amazing job at UVA, and I think that him and Tony Elliott are sort of cut from the same sort of cloth. Also, Tony Elliott, great recruiter, and has a large footprint in that state, and well, in the entire Southeast. I mean, he definitely has connections in South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Georgia. I mean, he's been recruiting heavily and doing very well in those states at Clemson, when he was at Clemson. I also think that Tony Elliott is a Dabo Swinney type of guy as far as a CEO type. I think he might be a better CEO than he was on the field play calling coach, honestly. But I do think you're still limited at UVA for a lot of different reasons. I mean, I'm pulling for the guy. I mean, I have nothing against Tony Elliott. He's a Clemson man through and through. And the guy's got 2 national championship rings on his finger for a reason. He's not a scrub by any stretch of the imagination. But it'll be interesting to see what he does there. All right, Troll's back. What's up? You're on with Pete.
Niggers!
I really hope West Virginia wins tomorrow. I wonder why. No. What are you sorry for? Stubby? I have no idea why you're apologizing to me. I guess I accept your apology if you did something. I don't know what you did, though. I'm a very forgiving person. Yeah, Bronco laid a good foundation for Elliott. That is 100% fact. What was the name of that Washington coach a few years ago that was like, he was a fairly young guy, too. What was his name? He was good, too. He's the one that took Washington to the playoffs in, what was it, 2014? You guys know what I'm talking about? The guy that stepped away and just retired, and he was like 49 years old or something. What was that guy's name? I can't remember. Yeah, Peterson. Thank you. Yeah, Peterson just stepped away and left. Is that what Mendenhall's doing? I mean, he just kind of like just said, "Hey, I'm just done coaching," and he's gonna ride off into the sunset. Yeah, Chris Peterson, he made his name at Boise, right? And then he went to Washington. Really good coach, man. And I remember when he retired, too, everyone was like, oh, yeah, he'll be back. All these coaches say they're going to retire, like Urban Meyer, right? And there's several other coaches that have done this. He's too young. He'll be back. Nobody's heard from the guy. He really did retire. And not only did he retire, I mean, a lot of times these guys retire and they go into TV and shit. I mean, this guy, he's on some beach somewhere in Thailand. He's like, hey, I mean, shout out to Chris Peterson. I mean, he went and made his millions, and now he's living his life, right? Nothing wrong with that at all. I can respect that. Mayhem Matthew, member for 3 months, says, I'm going to USC Junior versus Georgia game. What week is that? Yeah, Peterson's the opposite of like a Nick Saban, right? Nick Saban's going to coach till he's 80. He's going to pull a Bill Snyder. Just a different type of person, right? It's like Peterson's like, I don't need this stress. I'm rich. I'm rich, bitch. That's Peterson. And Saban, on the other hand, he's one of these guys that he needs to work to live. So he might coach. He might, and I don't wish this on him. Believe me, But he might be one of these guys that once he retires, I mean, his days are numbered because, you know, he's so focused on, I mean, that he lives for it. Literally. Yeah, exactly. Bill and Saban cut from the same cloth. Is Bill still alive? I think he is. I haven't heard that he died. Bro. What's up, your own Pete?
Hey, Pete.
Okay.
Hey,
yes.
Chris Peterson left Washington, and he said that there were personal family medical issues.
Did he?
Yeah, they didn't. It never really went into detail, and I don't think the local press up there did much digging on it. I think his wife or one of his children, there was someone in his immediate family that had some kind of a medical issue. He didn't go into details about it, but he said that's why he stepped away. And you're right. He has just completely vanished. He's been nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, he's completely off the radar. I don't remember it that way. I mean, I believe that what you're saying is true. I don't remember it that way. I wonder if it was his wife or something, or maybe one of his kids.
Right. It was something about his, an immediate member of his family.
Right.
And it wasn't him, and it was a medical issue. Now I don't know if that meant somebody had cancer or
yeah.
I don't know, but I mean, you're right. I mean, he's not on talk shows. He's not a guest on pregame shows or anything. I mean, he's goodbye.
Yeah, he just disappeared.
Yeah, I wish more coaches would do that. Just go away.
Well, it's a pretty rare thing, isn't it? Because especially, how old was he when he retired? I want to say he was probably 49 or 50. He was pretty young.
Yeah, he couldn't have been much more than 50.
Yeah, he was pretty young. It was a shock to everybody when he announced his retirement. I remember that because you just don't see coaches, especially when they're coaching at a high level like he was, just walk away from that kind of money at that young of an age. It's just, you just don't see it. I mean,
was it 2016? He took them to the playoffs. They met Bama in the first round, and
yeah, they got stomped. I remember.
it was like that was the wrong team to meet. Yeah, but,
yeah.
But that was a good Washington team. Yeah, I'm trying to, and there were a couple of draft picks on that Washington team.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, when he left, I mean, Washington hasn't really recovered. They have never been the same since, right? I mean,
no, and I'm of an age that I remember when it wasn't Oregon. Forget it. I mean, I'm 56. Oregon has been somebody you talked about in football in the last 10 years. Prior to that, they were nobody. You didn't talk about Oregon in football at all. You talked about USC. You might occasionally have Stanford or UCLA in the conversation, but it was USC and Washington. Washington was always the Don James School of Coaching. That coaching tree includes somebody named Saban. He had, and when you stop thinking about it, UW, up in the corner of the country. It's in Seattle, and what happens in Seattle? It rains like every other day. But they were able to attract some great talent, and they were a good team in the Pac-10/Pac-12. And Peterson had them going in the right direction, but hopefully, God bless him. Hopefully, whatever issue with his family or whatever is been resolved or is going to be resolved. I don't know that he'll come back into coaching or not, but guy made his money. I haven't heard. Have you heard? I've never heard anybody say anything bad about the guy. Have you?
No, absolutely not. Let's see here. I'm going to pull him up real quick and see if there's any news about him. I don't think there is, though. So right now he's 57. So he retired. When did he retire? He retired in 2019, so he's older, a little bit older than we thought. So he was like 54 when he retired, right? Is that right? Yeah.
Right.
But so he was a quarterback at UC Davis whenever in college. Then he from 87 to 88 UC Davis freshman. Oh no, wait, hold on. Oh yeah. So he was a coach at UC Davis after he got done playing, wide receiver coach. Then he went to Pitt and was the quarterback's coach in 1992. Then was the quarterback's coach for Portland State for 2 years at 93, 94. Wide receivers coach at Oregon from 95 for 5 years, so from 95 to 2000. Then he got his first head coaching job. Then he got the offensive coordinator job at Boise State for 4 years, 2001 to 2005. Then he got his first head coaching job at Boise State from 2006 to 2013. And then 5 years at Washington as the head coach. So his overall head coaching record, this is very impressive. 147 and 38, which is a 79% winning percentage. And 2 Pac-12 championships, 1 Mountain West championship, 4 WAC championships, 3 Pac-12 North Division championships. Bobby Dodd Coach of the Year 2010, and 2-time Paul Bear Bryant Award winner in 2006 and 2009. So a pretty impressive career for a young guy, I'd say.
Right. And a guy that if he said, hey, I'm back, his phone would ring immediately.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. I'm trying to see if there's anything on here that talks about his personal life. It doesn't. Normally when you go on Wikipedia, there it does. It says Peterson and his wife Barbara have 2 sons, Jack and Sam. His father Ron, and Peterson, a Seattle native who grew up watching University of Washington football games on television as a boy, still lives in Yuba City. That's all it says. It doesn't say anything else. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, here's a situation where you wish you had more information, but you kind of understand why you don't.
Yeah.
I'd like to know the reason, but then again, if it's
well, clearly a personal.
It's not really my business.
Yeah. See, the way I remember it was, and again, I'm not saying you're wrong. The way I remember it, and maybe this was just like sugarcoating the whole situation, was, hey, I'm just stepping away from the game to spend more time with my family. That's how I remember him saying it, but I'm sure there probably was more to it than that. So.
Well, he's one of the good guys. Gary Patterson at TCU, he's a good guy. For a long time, he was TCU's head coach. I always enjoyed. I don't do a lot. Some of the guys that I'm friends with that are at the games, that are actual writers, the writers deal with the coaches more than the photographers do. So I don't, interact hardly with the coaches at all. But what little bit I have done, Peterson was always one of my favorite, Gary Patterson.
Is Patterson doing anything outside of football right now? Is he like on TV anywhere, or?
He's assisting somebody. Is he at Texas with Sark?
Is he?
He's somewhere. Somebody in the chat might know.
Well, we'll find out.
I know he's still in a game. I know that. Somebody picked him up. I can't imagine he would be. And I think he's still in Texas, and I can't imagine he would be. His personality and Jimbo would not match.
So he is whatever this title means, special assistant to head coach at Texas. What does that mean? So
that means he gets this. That means Sark gets to bounce stuff off of him, and he draws $1 million a year.
Yeah.
Maybe that's Sark's version of the Saban rehabilitation tree.
It's a weird thing because they're not calling him a coordinator. He's just a special assistant. Is that
Right.
sort of like what, what Saban does when he brings these guys in? Is that what that is? Because Saban brought Butch Jones in, and Butch Jones didn't really have an official title. He just kind of was a jack of all trades, hey, we need you to oversee this, or you need to fly to this place to see this kid, or something like that. Just kind of like almost like a free agent, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, a special assistant to the coach, that's kind of like a valet, isn't it? Like the number 2 guy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a weird.
In Godfather's terms, he'd be like the concierge,
Yeah, it's a weird title. It's a made up title. I mean, let's be real. I mean, what does that even mean?
Right. Right. They wanted to bring him in and give him some money, and so they had been a position for him.
Now he stepped away, right? Was there some sort of controversy with him? I mean, because you remember when the whole 2020 was a weird year, and there was all kinds of social issues going on, and a lot of coaches got targeted for things that they said that weren't quote unquote acceptable. Or I mean, you saw what happened with Mike Gundy wearing the OAN shirt, Dabo Sweeney by wearing the Football Matters shirt, and they all came under fire. Was he one of the ones that got caught in that problem and said either got fired or said, you know what, F this, I'm out of here? What happened with him?
And I can't say this for sure, so don't say, well, Webster said.
Yeah.
Webster said. But I seem to remember that there were 2, maybe 3 voices in the Big 12 among the coaches that kind of rattled the cage a little bit about the COVID thing.
Yeah.
In which they thought the precautions were a little excessive. They wanted to lighten it up a little bit.
Right.
And that was Patterson, Gundy, and Matt Campbell at Iowa State.
Mm-hmm.
The 3 of them thought the Big 12 was being like the Pac-12 and being a little too self-conscious, and should be like the SEC and just go play the damn game.
Yeah. I feel like that's what happened with him. I think he got pissed off about the state of college football in general at that time and just said, I'm out of here. That's what I feel like. That's the way I remembered anyway. I don't know for sure, obviously. Because, I mean, there was no way. I mean, how long was he there? He was there.
Oh my goodness. He was there a long
yeah, he was there a long time. You're right. Let's see. I'm looking right now.
I'm trying to think of go back to the Big 8 days, and TCU was an old Southwest Conference school. Because the Southwest Conference used to be the 7 Texas schools plus Arkansas.
Well, so he was there for 21 years. So he was there from 2000 to and he either resigned or whatever it was in 2021 or prior to the 2021 season. So, yeah, so he's there for 20 years.
Yeah, hell, I'm old enough because I remember when Jackie Sherrill was the coach at A&M before R.C. Slocum.
Yeah.
A&M was a Big 8 school. The Southwest Conference that was all the Texas schools in Arkansas. They kind of dissolved because of the SMU scandal and the other things that were going on, and they all kind of pointed the fingers at each other, and they all got mad at each other, and some of that blood feud still exists today between like A&M and Texas, and they all got mad. They got in a big piss fight in a circle and kind of dissolved themselves. And the Big 8 was doing the exact same thing, and so that's where you got the Big 12. It's the Texas and the Plains states right up through the middle of the country. And they just kind of picked 10 and called it the Big 12.
I mean, Patterson he's 62 now, so he was 60 or 61 or whatever whenever he left TCU. So let's see, he started his coaching career in 1982 as a grad assistant. So I mean, he coached for 30 years. No, 40 years.
Well, he started in 82. He's got 40 years.
40 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a hell of a career there.
Yeah, the longest coach that I've ever had to deal with is Kirk Ferentz at Iowa. And Ferentz took over in '99, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because I always say that it's funny because their uniforms are, in a way, I mean, they're somewhat similar. The Pittsburgh Steelers and the Iowa Hawkeyes with the black and gold, and the Steelers, since I was born in 1966, have had 3 head coaches, 3 in my 56 years: Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, and now Mike Tomlin. And the Iowa Hawkeyes had Forrest Nowitzki, Hayden Fry, and Kirk Ferentz. I mean, you get that job and you keep it, I guess.
Wow, his salary at Iowa is $7 million a year. I didn't know that. That's way more than I thought it would be.
Well, he's by far the highest paid person in the state ofIowa.
He's
as
public
employee goes. He's you know what? Look, I've heard you say it, and you're absolutely right. You know what Iowa is? Here's what Iowa is. Iowa's 8-4 with a good defense, and about every 2 or 3 years they put a couple offensive linemen and a tight end in the NFL.
Yeah,
that's what Iowa is. And about once every 3 or 4 years, they beat somebody they're not supposed to beat, and they win 10 games. And that's it. That's all they ever do. They don't really shake the tree or whatever. But the people here are good with that, because while they would love to be in the national conversation and love to be in the playoff conversation, they understand it's just not going to happen.
It's funny if
you're just not going to attract the kind of athletes to Iowa City to come out here in the middle of nowhere.
He's barely over 500 in his head coaching career. Well, I mean, I say barely. I mean, he's coached he's been at Iowa since '99, so we're at 43 years now. Overall record of 190 and 131. So I guess he's about a 55% winning percentage at Iowa, and his bowl record is 500, 9-9. I mean, that's like but yeah, it's
what Hawk fans are looking for is about every 4 or 5 years getting the New Year's Six Bowl, and all the other years they want to go to a bowl game because they want to get the hell out of Iowa the last week of December, which is understandable. But let's go someplace warm, and Iowa does travel well. That's why people say, "What the hell is Iowa? Why did they get that bid?" You know, they're like 8-4. Why couldn't that have gone to somebody who was like 9-3? Well, the Bulls want them because they travel. They'll bring people. They'll fill hotels, and they do. Ferentz is a good guy. He's rarely had controversy. I
know there was that one thing with the assistant coach he got in trouble for, right? But
that was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
A little race thing.
Yeah.
Some of his. That really died. I'll tell you what happened there. That really died because some of his former players came out against him. But then a whole bunch of his former players came out behind him. So there was no unified front against him. You had some players saying this and other players saying, no, you're completely misinterpreting, So it was like, they were spinning wheels. It didn't go anywhere. And so the school did what I knew they would do. They just passed the buck off and nailed a couple of assistants.
If I were an Iowa fan, and like you said, I don't know I don't think they really have like crazy expectations anyway. But in this, I think that in Kirk Ferentz, clearly, right, he's an icon in Iowa and a legend, and I get all that. But to me, it's almost time to move on from him. You know what I mean? It's like he's staying a little bit longer at the party than he should. It's time to go home, bro. That's what I think anyway.
I've heard, that noise has been heard here in the state a little bit more every year. I'd say for the past, excuse me, when they made the Big Ten championship game in 2015, and they barely got beat by Michigan State. There was some noise about Ferentz then. That kind of saved him. That gave him another 2 or 3 years. But the past 2 or 3 years, and this the player revolt thing didn't help. Of course, he gave a huge personal donation to the Children's Hospital because his own granddaughter had died there. That helped. I mean, he's been a big force behind the Children's Hospital thing. So he's done things that have, in the community that have endeared him to the people. So there's nobody they're not gonna throw him out. With
I get
water.
that.
He's not gonna leave unceremoniously.
Yeah.
But the noise is starting to grow, and I can't imagine. I don't know how old he is. He's got to be in his 70s. I can't imagine.
Who, Ferentz?
3, maybe 4 more years at most.
He's 67.
67. Okay. Yeah. Great guy. And like I say, every now and then he's going to beat Purdue. He's going to beat, like last year I was there. They beat number 2 Penn State. Kinnick is a. If you ever watch an Iowa game, if you're like really bored and nothing else is on, and you end up watching the Hawks, Kinnick is built like a cardboard box, like a box of salt, like a box your crackers come in. It's a rectangle, and it's tall on the sides, and the crowd is literally right on top of the players, and the noise has nowhere to go, so it gets filthy, sickening loud in there, and the area between like the out of bounds and the players' benches and the end zones and where the stands are is almost nothing. I mean, literally, the crowd is right there. So it can get crazy loud. It's not, especially at night, not a place a lot of teams want to go and play. And there are upsets that happen there. And I've been calling it. I think Michigan's going to go there on October 5th and lose. I think Michigan loses there in week 5. And I don't think Iowa's going to win the West, but I think they're going to get Michigan. We'll see. But again, Iowa's just one of those teams that you don't. They're not an easy bet. They're never easy on the over under. They're never easy on the points. It's always kind of maddening because they're always right on the edge. They'll be like 1 point off of the over under. They'll be like 2 points off on the spread or something. It just drive me crazy trying to bet on them. But they are what they are. I mean, they're always going to be.
I'm never laying money on an Iowa game. No.
I wouldn't. No. I sure wouldn't. The only thing I know is that Ferentz's guts, where he's from, he's an old. I think he was with the Ravens for a while in the NFL, and he might have been with the Jets for a little bit too. I'm not sure about that. But he was under Hayden Fry as well at Iowa. He's an old offensive line coach, and he's dumped a lot of offensive linemen into the NFL, and he's put quite a few tight ends: Marv Cook, Dallas Clark, Font, Hawkinson. The list goes on and on. There's 5 or 6 offensive linemen playing right now. They don't hardly put anybody else in the league, but they do put those guys in. And they just got the number 1 offensive tackle in the entire country, the USA number 1, Kobe Prentice, the number 1 right tackle for the class of 2023, a 5-star, is the number 1. I think he's like number 18 overall, but he's the top right tackle. He's signed. But,
I think Dabo Swinney needs to make friends with Kirk Ferentz.
Win the West? No. Doesn't mean that at all.
Dabo Swinney needs to make friends with Kirk Ferentz so we can get a transfer portal line into Clemson for that offensive line, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Gallo's got an Iowa connection, but it's with Iowa State.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding anyway. But
no, I know. But I mean, Clemson and Iowa State have shared defensive information. I mean, they didn't know they were going to end up playing each other in the Cheeser Bowl.
Yeah.
But I mean, Venables and Heathcote worked on the 3-3-5 for a long time.
Yep, that's right.
Hey, Pete, thanks for having me in. I'm sure there's other people wanting to.
Yeah, well, I'm going to end the show. But I appreciate you coming on, J-Dub. Thank you.
Yep. Thanks, buddy.
All right.
Everybody hit that thumbs up. That don't cost you nothing.
That's
you
right.
out.
All right. Have a good night, man. Well, there you have it, folks. That's going to do it for me. I'm tired. Big day tomorrow. Big day tomorrow. So what time's that game come on? 7 or 7:30? Whatever the time it is, doesn't matter. I'll be on doing a live stream for the game. I'll fire up the live stream, whatever, 15 or 20 minutes prior to the game. And we'll hang out and watch the backyard brawl, bro. It'll be great. Thanks for everyone that came out tonight. Thanks for all the people that called in. You're all amazing and fantastic. Let it begin. The next 4 months is going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to experience it with all of you. Have a great night.